Hello guys, so today I will be reviewing the newly released movie Crime 101, written and directed by Bart Layton, which is I think adapted from the same novel, like novel with the same name, which was released in I think 2020. Now I'll be reviewing this movie as someone who has not read the novel. Okay, sometimes it happens people who have read the novel or the book from which a movie is adapted, they have a different opinion, and the people who have not read the novel or book have a different opinion on the movie. So yeah, just wanted to make that clear. Now this movie stars some pretty big names: Chris Hemsworth, Mark Ruffalo, and Berry in the leading roles. In the supporting cast we have Barry Keoghan and Monica Barbero. I hope I pronounced all of their names correctly. Now, what would be a quick review of this movie? This movie is pretty good. It's a good, decent watch. But makes no mistake, it is not a masterpiece. It has its flaws. The sparks doesn't fit right in the movie to make it a masterpiece. But definitely a good watch. Especially if you want to thriller, suspense, cat and mouse type of movies. You should definitely watch this. Now I'll go into the details. So what are the things I liked and didn't like about this movie? Let me just first say what are the things that I did like about the movie. Okay, so the movie starts off very strong, right? So it establishes all the leading characters early on. Chris Hemsworth is a thief, Mark Ruffalo is a cop, and Halle Berry is an insurance broker. These are our three main characters. The movie starts with a heist scene, right? And it is pretty good. The choreography is good, the action is good, the way it is shot and all, screenplay very good. So that goes about so that is all about the starting of the movie. Now comes the performance. Okay, so the performance of all the characters, all the cast members basically are pretty good. The leading cast members are pretty good, the supporting cast actors are pretty good, no complaints there, they are all pretty good. Third thing that I liked about the movie is the visuals. Okay, this movie is I think shot in real location, mostly outside on the road, not in the studio. So it looks and feels good. Most of the modern day movies, especially that comes on Netflix or other streaming services, look all the same, shot in the studio, boring color grade, right? This movie has really cool color grading, and the visuals, cinematography, these are all top notch. In short, the movie looks very good. The background music also works. One more thing that I really liked about the movie is the tension build up towards the climax. Okay, so the heavy climax is coming up, there is some tension that is building into the heavy climax. So the tension building part of this movie's climax is really good. It keeps you hooked to the screen. I mean, you are almost at the edge of the seat during its climax. So these are all of the good things, like the things that I really liked about the movie. Now here comes the bad part. Okay, here are some of the things which I didn't like, and I feel like are some of the flaws in the movie. First and foremost is the climax. Okay, the climax is anticlimactic. Don't get me wrong. Okay, the climax is good, it's really good, but not up to the mark. It does not justify the tension that actually went into building up that climax, right? So the so basically there are some parts of the climax is really anticlimactic. You will be like, okay, that's it only. Like the payoff doesn't pay off. You know what I'm trying to say? Also, there is some character motivation inconsistency. Certain character take certain decisions, and you will be like, why are they taking that? Because it doesn't feel organic, especially the Mark Ruffalo's character. Now, I cannot go into the details because it will be a spoiler, right? So, the character inconsistent motivation of the character was a really, it will take you out from that experience for a little while, and the payoff isn't that great. Now again, I have said this before, climax isn't bad at all, it's good, but somehow the payoff doesn't pay off. Secondly, the thing that I didn't like was the chemistry between Chris Hemsworth and Monica Barbero. So Monica is playing love interest of Chris Hemsworth in this movie, and she doesn't have a lot of screen time, and it is understandable, because if you give her a lot of screen time, right, it will, the screenplay will detour from its original purpose, and it will be dragged, right? But still, even if she has less screen time, the writer could have given her a little bit of personality, right? Even after so many of her scenes, as an audience we literally don't know anything about her character, like literally from one single line mentioned about where she works, what kind of work she does. Other than that, we know nothing about her, and it feels like she is there only to propel the character arc of Chris. Now it is perfectly fine, love interest is there to propel the character arc of the leading man. It is completely fine, but had please at least give some decence, like give some personality to her, the love interest. It Without her personality, the love of Chris Hemsworth's character towards her feels inorganic. So this movie has a lot of parallels with Heat, right? Michael Mann's Heat, that was released in I think 1994 or 1995, if I'm not wrong. So there, all of the character motivation and everything feels very organic, right? Like it comes off naturally. Here, some of the decision that some of the character takes looks like it is they're taking the decision to fit the formula. Okay, it has to be that way, so that is why this character is doing that instead of it being organic, like the decision is coming from characters within. So this is a big drawback, at least for me. Third thing that I didn't like was there are some minor plot hole, right? Like when I was watching the movie, I didn't catch that many plot hole, but while I was returning after watching the movie, the more I thought about this movie, the more I can see some of the plot holes. Okay, so this kind of thriller, kind of cat and mouse situation, the plot hole really ruins the experience, the vibe it has. Otherwise, so in conclusion, I would like to say that this is a pretty decent watch. You can catch it at your nearest theaters if you are into this kind of thriller cat and mouse type of situation. But other than that, it is not, don't get it wrong, it's not a bad film at all, it is pretty good actually. But somehow, it does not elevate to that level, it just stays there, good, fine, that's it. Not great, not bad, just good. So yeah, thank you for watching.